and welcome back to another video. I'm gonna start a series unofficially called Detailing Tools Under. So this is where I'll talk about detailing tools under $5, $25, $75, $100. So in this video, we're gonna cover 6 detailing tools that you need under $25. Now look, everybody's list will be different in terms of what they would recommend for under $25. I could have made this list 15, but we'll keep it simple to 6 detailing tools that you need. Now, some of these might go just a tad bit over $25, but I'll just add it in this list because it's well within the range to add it here. So you can check for the links in the description box, but other than that, let's get to the 6 tools that you can get. So first on the list, which there's no priority list here, but this is just the first one on the list, is we're gonna talk about the Mop Mats Holders. Now these come in at around like 15 bucks a pair or per 4. And of course, we're gonna use these to hold the floor mats and carpeting. Now, these actually come in very handy because we clean them on the ground or we clean them on the table. But as far as to store them, we put them on the mats. Now we'll actually wash them and we'll agitate and wash them or rinse them on the floor mats, on the wash mat. But when it comes to drying them, we'll just put it on here, get the air compressor or get forced air and just blow it off here, and that works out flawlessly. So even if you have a home garage and you're able to put some floor mats on your wall, I would highly advise these because it's just one extra thing that doesn't have to take up space, right? You just put them on the wall, usually you're good to go. If it's like on the floor, you gotta step over them, it's on the table, then like maybe you have other things at the table like we do sometimes, or like maybe the floor mat itself is just too big and it's not staying on the floor mat because it's just moving around too much. So these 15 bucks, highly recommend. All right, so second thing on the list are these metal clamps. Now these are actually old and small. The ones down below are much bigger, and I think they come in around $24. But these same premise of the Malco floor mats to where this is for mobile jobs. So when we're mobile and we're working with carpets or floor mats, to hold them on the vehicle, we'll actually use clamps and just, you know, let's say this is as an example. Let's say this is the door of our van. We'll literally clip the door panel to the door like this and have them like that. So we don't clean it on. It's just there, again, it's the same thing. It's just there to hold it. We might dry them off of the door panel, but usually we don't. Usually we just clean it and store them to dry on the door panel. So just imagine this, but being the door. These again come in handy. Of course, you need like the vehicle to be able to do that, but even on the 1999 Caravan that we had, we were able to do this. We do this on a 2015 Grand ProMaster. We were able to do this. And on my HHR panel, I've done it a few times where you just literally put in the clamp, floor mats, hanging it, and these are actually broken as you can see, but if you look at the one, all new ones will have this rubber coating or this rubber peaks around the clamp, so it's not gonna damage any of the paintwork. All right, so next one, you'll probably know which one I'm gonna say because I mention this all the time, but the next detailing tool that you need is a 100% some type of pump sprayer. So the IKs come in like around $27, right? And we have like specifically IKs, we have 1, 2, 3, I think we have like 5 IK pump sprayers, and the Merolex, I think we have like 4. But regardless of the brand, get you a pump sprayer. Now if you go to Home Depot, Walmart, you can find one for like $15, $10. Those, I mean, I don't know, they'll probably last, they probably won't, I don't know. But if that's what you can start off with, I 100% recommend you pick up a pump spray and you put your most used product in here. So for us detailers, starting off, it's going to be what? Your all-purpose cleaner diluted 10-to-1, 4-to-1, and your clay lubricant. So for us, we have, not here, but for us real quick, actually let me give you a breakdown. For us, in pump sprayers, right? We have our all-purpose cleaner 10-to-1, and we have two buckets for wheels. So both of these have 10-to-1. This larger one is 4-to-1, super clean. Over here, the pump sprayer. I just want to show that we actually use pump sprayers all the time. Here is Adam's iron remover. Here, I have no idea. This is clay lube, I believe. This, I don't know. This is clay lube, optimum no rinse. And then we have a few more over here. This one not being used right now. And then we have two Home Depot ones. One is a pre-spray, the other one is just water to rinse some stuff down when we don't have the pressure washer running. And then in the van, we also have an additional, I think like 6 pump sprayers of also IK and Mirrorlex. So when I say we use pump sprayers heavily in our business, it's because they work. So whatever one you use, get one for your all-purpose cleaner and get one for your clay lubricant. And again, Home Depot, Walmart, like as you see, we have 2 Home Depot ones. They work great. So 10, 20 bucks if you find them locally. And that should get you going in the right direction with pump sprayers. Okay, so next one, I'll lump them together. And that's going to be our trusted Auto Scrub Mitt, Ninja Scrub Mitt. And then our Auto Scrub Ninja, I forget the names of it. They're linked down below. This one I think is like $4 a piece. This one's like $7 a piece. These come in packs of 3. This comes in singles and in packs as well, but we use these all the time. So for instance, we have 2 of them in here and we have 2 of them in the mobile van. We have 1 right here, but we have 2 in the van. And we use these for, so for this one specifically, like this size, this mitt here, we specifically use this for leather seats. This one right here, like specifically this one is leather seats. You can fly by leather seats with this tool. This one we use for leather seats and any plastic surfaces. So door panels, A pillars, B pillars, C pillars, the dashboard. This one works great. So we probably will use this one more than we do this one. And when it comes to cleaning leather seats, but I'm telling you, whichever one you go with, it is superiorly better than using any type of, like, do not use a brush to clean leather seats. Now granted, if you need to clean leather seats, like the seams and stuff, you know, grabbing a brush would help. But for large surfaces like leather seats, this one is fantastic. Leather seats, this one is fantastic as well. For plastic surfaces, we absolutely love these pads right here. Let me just show you why. Again, same thing with our pump sprayers, is that they do heavily get used and the material does wear down over time. I couldn't tell you how long, like how many carbs or how many uses, right? You just kind of have to, you know, see it by hand. Just make a judgment based on the material, right? So the way we clean them is we'll just rinse them out and then blow it out with air, or if it's really bad and they're really nasty, we'll like wash it with like Dawn soap and then blow it out. But on top of that, we have more in stock here. Why? Because we actually use them. We actually go through them. So we do use them. Here's another one actually that I did not see, but these are the same premise of these other ones. It's just in a Ninja Star, which again, we use these a lot as well. So we keep some on hand because we actually go through them quite a bit. So definitely for the price that they are, but the impact that they have on interior cleaning, 100% recommend. Again, I focus much more on tools and hardware, not chemicals. If you put any chemical, for instance, follow me again, you can put any APC, and if you're using this type of brush, you're only gonna go so fast. But regardless of what APC you use, but you use this to clean leather seats, that changes the cleaning time dramatically. So check these out. All right, so last one on the list here, which would technically be number 6, is a turbo nozzle, which I don't know where it's at actually. All right, so it seems as though we don't have a turbo nozzle here. It's actually in the mobile van, so I will not show you exactly what it is, but we're gonna put some B-roll on this, so it doesn't matter. But this one plays a huge role on cleaning the wheels and tires. So we only use a turbo nozzle on wheels that can take the pressure, meaning if there's a wheel that has any type of chip paint or chip clear coat, or maybe they you know, plastic did it themselves or something like that, where it's not like an OEM or like a solid, you know, quality wheel, or not quality, but just the paint is intact, we won't use it because it will chip off paint. Do not use the turbo nozzle on painted surfaces on the vehicle, like on the actual panels, because if you get an area that has chip paint or has, you know, any little blemish that you can start tearing off, it will blow it off if you're too close to the paintwork. So with a turbo nozzle, we 99.9% of the time use it on the wheels and tires. I set this example a few videos ago on a CL400 that we had. It was like caked on, not where it was like pitted into the wheel, but it just it wasn't cleaned in forever. And there was a very, very thick layer of brake dust on the wheels. I mean, the wheel was literally black, but the actual surface color of it was like gray. So we literally sprayed our acid, we pre-sprayed with acid with the turbo nozzle on our pressure washer, of course. We rinsed down the wheel, and I kid you not, like 85–90% of the brake dust came off the wheel. So when it came to actually agitating with the brushes, we finished it in like 2 minutes. But why? Because the turbo nozzle literally knocked off 85–90% of a thick layer of brake dust on the wheel. So most pressure washers come with the turbo nozzle, so check if you have yours. If not, online or locally, you can get them for like 15, 17, 18 bucks. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what is constituted as a quality turbo nozzle, but the one that comes with your pressure washer, like the one that we have here, the one that we have in the van, they came with a turbo nozzle. Those are well enough. Just be careful where you use it. Use it where it's not gonna chip anything, because with enough pressure, close enough, you can chip off some paint. So those are gonna be the 6 things. Again, I could have made this list 10, 15, 20 things, but just to keep it simple, maybe I do a part 2 if you guys wanna see that. So check the description box down below for the links to the 6 tools that I mentioned. You can also check the Detailing Business Class podcast, the podcast I do twice a week on business specific content. You can request access to the Detail Groove Training Facebook group. There's a lot of links down there. Just check everything down below. Other than that, let me know your comments, questions, concerns of what I mentioned, what you would have on your list of detailing tools under $25. And if you want to see another video of part 2, or maybe like under 50, or under 75, or under 400, or under 1,000, you let me know and I will make the videos. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one.